We are back. I don't know. You guys are looking, gray and dark and black. And are you mourning? Do you have? Are you mourning?
No.
You're not mourning
No.
because I don't sound insensitive. You wear a gray suit, a dark, a turtleneck, black. He's wearing a dark gray shirt. So it's making, I mean, what next Monday, please? Wear something bright. Wear pink. He should wear pink. You wear yellow.
They're not money.
So that we start to look at that guy that he says he's a cross dresser.
I'm going to wear white.
No. You wear yellow, he wears pink. I don't know. Men just feel somehow, wearing. But you guys, two of you bring in brightness, a spark, and fun to the studio. I don't remember a Monday when you both come in. We've not had a laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's a good departure from we've been talking about before now. But I don't know why men find it difficult to wear pink, especially those not of this Gen Z generation.
I have a pink shirt.
You have a pink shirt?
Yes.
Nee, what do you say to him?
So
what do you say to him?
Yeah. No, so I have a pink, expensive shirt.
I can't believe you. Oh my God.
So I don't wait. It's expensive.
Oh my
Look,
God.
I have a lot of expensive things,
Yeah.
and it is him that puts me and says, "Look, me, what are you keeping all these things for?
Why do you keep them?
I have too many things that are very expensive, but I buy them there.
Okay, we'll do a challenge. Next week, wear something pink to the office.
Okay, I've heard
Then
you.
I'll believe you. All righty, welcome to the Fintex Show. Of course, Femi Obong-Daniels on the saddle, putting one and two together to ensure that the program comes out successfully. You might be hearing his voice sooner or later. They say on Easy Lies Ahead that wears a crown. He has a lot on his shoulders as far as making sure Nigerian Info is what it is today and continues to be at the forefront of good talk on radio. In the meantime, my name is Kofi Bartels, joined in the studio by the dramatist personnel right here, two of them, and together with Femi Obong-Daniels, they form the three musketeers of the Fintex Show. The intersection, let me sound like the NGO people. The intersection of financial technology, fintech, and export is what we call Fintex.
Yeah.
Once again, you're welcome. I'd like to say good morning to, of course, the non-oil export coach in the person of Mr. Nia Del Shotni. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and good morning to our listeners as well.
And of course, the producer extraordinaire, who's looking like a movie director today from France. All he needs is a beret. Just a beret on his hair.
To make it all
A slanted one. Then, look like a
like
oh my God. Black Panther. A black globe. All right, Razak Olagbe, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning to our listeners.
Fantastic. We're streaming live on Facebook, live on YouTube. You head to Nigeria Info's Facebook page, Central Nigeria space info space 99.3, or you can type in your browser facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. You can smash that like and follow button while you're there. And of course, on YouTube, we're at Nigeria Info FM. It's a verified account. So also smash that subscribe button, but don't break the screen while you're doing that, and give us a follow. Watch the live stream on the platforms. Now, guess what? You cannot compete favorably if your production cost is higher than the prevailing market price. And I know that's what's on the mind of Alhaji Aliko Dangote. In every single business, you can't blame Dangote. You can't blame him. All right. What I was saying before is that what NBC is, I think they're stating the fact that this is what we bought it for, but it's not Dangote's fault. Dangote didn't come out to say, "Hey, this is what happened," or Nigerians may not be informed, and I think they did the right thing, to save their image. So what we're saying to you here on the Fintech Show, we're not talking about oil exports today. It's non-oil export, but you cannot compete favorably if your production cost is higher than the prevailing market price. All right, you can, except of course there's something different, something strange or illegal behind your business, because some people their production cost is higher, but they are still making profit. Let's not go there. But this is true for not just the non-oil export business, but every business, including Dangote Refinery. So that's the stage we are in international trade. All right, we have the raw products, but we cannot access or process them into finished goods. As far as international trade is concerned, as far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigeria's involvement in international trade, we have the raw products, but the country cannot process these raw products into finished goods. In the news today, we heard that the Ministry of is this Solid Minerals or EFCC arrested some Chinese nationals in the southwest for engaging in illegal mining. If you Google Galamsey, It's a phenomenon in Ghana that has been there for years. So Ghana is one of the biggest gold producing countries in the world. Galamsey. 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 That is the artisanal mining, the name for the artisanal mining, sector, which I call it industry. Illegal in Ghana. So people go and dig the ground and keep digging and keep digging and keep digging till they can find gold. It's off the books, it's illegal, it's not registered, it's not regulated, it's downright illegal.
And it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. Oh, it's been ongoing for years.
Wow.
Years. In fact, it's become a political debate in Ghana as we speak, because we're talking about raw materials and lack of. It's become a political debate in Ghana that it's going to determine, partly who wins the next election. Because some feel the current president has turned a blind eye, to it, while others feel the current president is doing everything possible to ensure that he nips it in the bud. In fact, it's gotten so bad that in Ghana, some radio presenters are having to go into the bush, the forest, with guns. Radio presenter. With guns. Private citizens to go and arrest Chinese. You have people being armed by foreigners. It's a big problem. And guess what the effect has been? The erstwhile pristine, crystal clear waters of Ghana, the rivers and the lakes have been polluted. They're brown like tea. Like tea now, brown. So this issue of not being able to process our raw materials ourselves is a big issue, and that is why Nigerians cannot compete. Shola Obadimu is Director General of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, and ASIMA. Shola said that the rising energy costs in Nigeria, the FX volatility, which we all know about, accelerating inflation. Is it galloping? Is it hyper right now? Someone help me. And worsening insecurity are hurting manufacturers in the country, hurting them and hampering their growth. So those few who can turn these raw materials into finished products are going through a lot. Obadimu also said that local products are often more expensive than imported products. Why? Because production costs in Nigeria are significantly higher than in most global countries. Sirs, gentlemen, the president went to China and said that China, if Nigerians want Nigeria to be like China, then we can't expect everything for free. Because how do you get the roads that they have in China, in Nigeria? You want to see those roads. In China, you open your tap, water will be rushing out. Pipe-borne water. How do you get pipe-borne water in China? How can you get the same in Nigeria without, paying for these services? Now, what the president did not see, or probably is not aware of, is that China is probably the highest subsidizer, industrial subsidizer in the world. Today, it has been for years. And that's why the US is always crying to WTO about unfair trade practices by China. They subsidize their industries. So, we're quoting Mr. Madam Shola Obadimu saying that, from Nasima, saying that rising energy costs, FX volatility, accelerating inflation, and worsening insecurity are hurting manufacturers. And this is a problem here, sir, that these economies of the world are subsidizing their farmers, subsidizing their manufacturers, subsidizing their industries. In fact, China is leading, if not already, going to lead, if not already leading, the electric vehicle market in the world. Outclassing, outshining, outselling Tesla because of Chinese government subsidy. And that's why Elon Musk had to go, put up his factory in China. Without wasting time, we're going to skip it, go to our guests right here. But the WhatsApp number, if you'd like to be part of this movement of non-oil export, and the products from non-oil export, is to call or WhatsApp the number, rather, 0912-171-2885. No SMS, please, just WhatsApp messages. You can talk to the non-oil export coach directly, Mr. Nia Deoshin, who is here, on that number, 0912-171-2885. If you have any questions regarding the conversation today. Finally, data from the World Trade Organization showed that South African manufacturing export value was $46 billion in 2022. Nigeria was $3 billion in the same period. That's over 15 times greater than Nigeria's manufacturing export value in 2022. Gentlemen, this is a big issue. Big issue, isn't it?
Sure. I mean, if you remember in the last 2 editions of the show, I remember that Razak had come up with a couple of data, and some of the questions that I'd asked at that time were, what are we comparing with what? Okay. So again, when Africa says, or when Nigerians say that the giant of Africa, you start to ask them that how did they become the giant of Africa? All right. Is it in terms of population, or is it in terms of GDP, or is it in terms of output? Right. So when you look at the data that follows this conversation that we're having this morning, it may be sad to say that maybe South Africa is actually the giant of Africa when you look at what they are doing. Okay.
Not a great time to come up with that
No,
truth.
look.
Because of the rivalry online right now. The young people
look. You see, we cannot continue to dodge what our problems are, and we cannot continue not to face those that are plaguing us with these problems. All right, and let me tell you, the people who are the elites do not quarrel at the top.
They don't.
They don't quarrel at the top. It is all of that fight that you see on social media and all of that. It's because they know how the people at the bottom behave, you understand? So they'll set you against yourselves, you understand? And you continue to fight. You get it? So that's been what it is. You get it? We are not there. We cannot, we've talked several times about the problems of ease of doing business. All of these things plague us all the time, all right? There's no fuel to be able to do business, to be able to, power machines. Okay, the fuel is out now. The refineries are not working. You're telling me that I should take a product. I grow orange in my house. You understand? I take the orange, I take it to London to go and process and come and sell to myself. I mean, so there are too many problems. All right.
Cashew nuts and all that.
Yeah. So these are man-made problems, right? They're actually man-made problems. So we must agree. You understand that they're man-made problems and tackle them the way they are. Otherwise, we will remain where we are.
So what are the problems? What are the issues preventing Nigerian manufacturers from, processing the products in the country? I want us to go over them again. For instance, I give an example. You said you saw a bank advertising, if you want to export this product, that product. I saw a shipping line, the big one. The big one.
Yeah.
That starts on an M.
Yes.
Okay.
Also advertising online. It's cashew seasonal.
Oh, yeah.
We're here to ship. We have cold room containers, as whatever they call it. So you want to put your products, raw materials, to ship to the West. So what are the issues bedeviling or hindering Nigeria from really getting to the processing that they should be?
One of the major problems that we have as a country is a problem of synergy. Everybody's working in silos. All right. And that's a big problem. So, like you said, you saw that stuff. The question is, as Nigerians, if you want to do anything about non-oil export as we speak, where's the hub for it?
None.
There is none. So, which means that if you go...
No, do try to give you guys something in Calabar. Something to be, I don't know, maybe...
Tinapa.
So, good. So the question is, where's Tinapa now?
I'm not saying it was but if you look at the entire package, I'm sure there was something there for export. I tell you what, sir.
Yeah.
I traveled out of the country. The first time I ate cheese balls. I traveled out of the country. I ate Nigerian cheese balls. It was produced in export EPZ, Calabar. I looked at the pack and said, wow.
You'd see some products. You see some products from Ghana, exported from Ghana with made in Nigeria.
No, but this was made in, I know that, and I actually went to the factories.
Yeah. So I mean, I was at a function. It was an export roundtable last week. All right. It was all about talking about export. The Lagos State Commissioner, Controller, whatever of Customs was there. And all of these things were talked about. The African Free Trade Zone, the conversation also came out. Yeah, FCTA and all of that. And I remember there was a lady that was asking that, sir, this conversation you're having here sounds like too much of big English in my ears. That can you please just break it down? You understand? For me to be able, because you realize that they will talk about those things and talk about those things and talk about them, and the person on the road does not even understand. If you talk about the after now, for example, where do people go to? The people they're going to go and meet, how educated are they? I've been trying to do an export of some certain stuff. And one of the things you need to do when you're doing export, you understand, the documents you need in doing export is something called a certificate of origin. So I went to Nasima, the same DG whatever, and I was telling the guy who is the staff there that I need to get a certificate of origin for this stuff that we want to export. And he was telling me that I do not need certificate of origin.
That's not correct.
So, and I looked at him like this, and I'm like, certificate of origin is necessary, you understand? So the person who is supposed to be working in an agency is not trained to understand that what I'm coming to ask for, I actually need. So you can imagine how I feel. Okay, I think we drove there together.
We were together, I remember.
Oh, yeah, remember we went together.
How could you not drive there together?
Yes, I don't remember.
I think the only place you went without him was Evil Forest.
You understand? I remember now we went together. You understand? Yeah, we went together. You understand? So I came. So I was dejected. You get it now. So there, when you say, what are the things bedeviling us? That was your question. You should ask, what are the things not bedeviling us? Because everything just seems to be a problem.
But we have an export. Sorry to interrupt. He talked about hub, but we have export processing zones.
So how are they all interrelated?
We have we have around the country. We have export processing zones.
So they tell you they have those things. All right. Where do you build them from? Exporters don't know. If you ask me as a coach, that what do the export processing zones do? I don't know. Me.
But we have Chinese, Indians, Malaysians, Indonesians in those places doing business.
So which places are you talking about? Let's even know that.
The export processing zones, NEBSA. They have different of around the country.
Yeah. So what do they do there?
They manufacture products for export. Merely export.
Those places you are talking about are not for small players.
You have a point.
They're not for small players. For instance, we were at Nexim.
Okay.
Nexim doesn't play with small players.
So you're talking about MSMEs.
Big guys. And if you keep targeting those people, you are leaving millions at the bottom of the pyramid. If you remember this show last year, we spoke about the fact that you can do exports, non-export with 50,000 naira. This is what you are talking about. They're not talking about 50,000 naira. They're talking millions, billions. And because they will keep on thriving because the challenge we have has not been solved. We can't still process. We can't. And to process, it's all about energy. And once you don't have that, you can't compete. You can't. It will be very difficult for you to compete if you can't solve those local challenges. How many SMEs will go to those places?
Let me just add to what you're saying. If you remember again, and I said it, and this thing was also said in this last event I went for last week, in that export roundtable I attended. So they also talked about Nexim, And these are people, there were two people that were on the panel that I've known for over 20 years. In my early days of trying to do export and all of that, there were people that I looked up to. One of them was the DG of Nasima at that time. Extremely very brilliant man, one PhD man like that. Very, very brilliant man, all right? Now elderly. So I'm like, I said these were the forefathers of, talking about export in this country. They were seated there. I was asking them, at some point, when it was time for question and answer sessions, I asked them, I said, sirs, I'm a coach. I've done a lot. I do a lot of research and all of that. I said, what's the issue about AGOA? If I do not know, they would know. I asked them that. I said, look, because I know the things I know about AGOA. Okay? So, right?
Okay, so we want to take a quick break.
Okay.
We'll come back and talk about, continue from where you left off.
Okay.
Talk about the Africa Growth and Opportunities Act.
Absolutely.
AGOA.
Yeah, that's
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say. We'll be right back. Instead of Fintex, just stay with us.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
Trader, are you ready for the flight? Yeah. Maximize your gains day or night. The platform, HFM is the name. Trading with us is a brand new game. Come on, feel alone, execution slow. Switch to HFM, watch your success grow. Higher leverage, tighter spreads and swap free. Got your back in this financial fight. trade forex, commodities, indices, shares and more. Just come and see HFM online trading. Withdrawals, deposit done in a dash. Our execution too fast. HFM stands apart from the rest. HFM stands apart from the rest.
Pico, HFM finito, HFM is it. HFM na short platform, online trading, forex trading, any trading, HFM no delay.
Join HFM today. Visit www.hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play or App Store. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Are you ready to ignite your career in the media industry? Wazobia Academy Spark program is back and better than ever. Registration opens Monday 15th July and closes September 24th. Physical classes holds 25th, 26th and 27th of September. Spark 3.0 is offering 3 incredible courses running simultaneously, becoming an OAP, series writing and video shooting and editing. 16,000 naira only for each course, covering both online learning and 3-day physical training. What are you waiting for? Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your career in the creative industry. Visit www.wazobiacademy.com/spark 3.0 to register or send a WhatsApp message to 0908-826-5038 or call 0911-111-1221. Terms and conditions apply. Wazobia Academy. Learn and lead.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima. Where you need to have the break time. Kivo Krima. It's not tea or Garita. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Is it okay to make fun of our tooth gap? Let's have a talk. Colgate makes your teeth so strong. Stop cover your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smile. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, #1 oral care brand in the world.
Hey there! Yes, you! You just won 5,000 naira cash! And you, sitting by the side, there's 1 month Showmax subscription to watch the Premier League waiting for you! You behind! Of course! You're not left out! How does 1,000 naira airtime and 2,000 naira Uber discount sound? All this could come true when you buy the No Unwrap and Win pack. Open it, look for a cube with a 6-digit code on its wrapper, text the code to 8011 and follow the prompts to stand a chance to win any of these instant prizes. Promo valid from July till December. Terms and conditions apply. Get extra value on the No Unwrap and Win pack. No, eat for good. Tell me, do you love this family?
Abuja, brace up as Nigerian Christian Couples Fellowship Alumni International NCCFAI presents the first global reunion service, G-Roots 2024. Theme, Now is the Time. Isaiah 62 from verse 1 to 12. Our theme for this year reflects our commitment to ushering in a transformative period for our nation Nigeria. We anticipate a great gathering of all Nigerian Christians who have participated in the NYSE program since 1973, happening live at the National Ecumenical Center, Abuja, Nigeria, Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st of September 2024. Friday 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Ministry at great men and women of God from around the world. For more inquiry, 0703-830-1203. NCCFAI Global Reunion Service 2024. Now is the time.
The new school year is almost here, and Quick Box Loans is here to help you tackle those back-to-school expenses. Whether you're a parent handling school fees or a student needing cash for books and school supplies, Quick Box Loans makes it easy to get up to 10 million naira in less than 5 minutes with no collateral or paperwork. No matter your situation, there's a Quick Box loan designed to fit your needs with zero hassle and zero stress.
Get diverse range of loans from Quick Box from Access Bank for your business and personal needs. It's fast and easy to access, and it offers flexible repayment plan with competitive rates. Access the Quick Box loan on the Access More app or by dialing *901 *11#. Access, more than banking.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop and
and easy to store.
Sonia tomato mix in a new standard pouch.
If you're looking for a regular income, life insurance cover, yes, we are the one. Competitive investment returns, flexible entry and exit. That you have.
Looking for a smart investment with extra peace of mind? Introducing the Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund, UCAF, from Utica Capital Limited. UCAF is a fixed income mutual fund that offers investors life insurance that covers permanent disabilities and death caused by accident. The fund also pays up to 10 times of your principal investment for life's unexpected moments. Utica Custodian Assured Fixed Income Fund is managed by Utica Capital Limited, a funds and portfolio management firm approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. For further inquiries on investing in UCAF, email Utica Capital on cis@uticacap.com or send us a chat via WhatsApp on 0703-164-8649. Please consult your professional advisor for guidance before subscribing. UCAF. Invest, insure.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still the FinTech Show right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Still talking financial technology and exports. Of course, we're talking about non-oil exports and its peripherals with our non-oil export coach, Nia Delshu, and of course, our producer, Razako Lagbe. As we said, we're streaming live on Facebook and live on YouTube on Nigerian Info pages. Simply go there and you can watch live. If you have any questions or contributions, you can WhatsApp us line. But from this program, if you want to be part of the non-oil export coaching, you want to talk to the coach, find out some more about how to get on the team, because he's had some products, delivered to the United States of America. Like you said, Nigerians, one of the issues with our inability to process our raw materials is we like working in silos, and so putting together a community, like you call it, is a way of ensuring that we break that jinx. So how's the community going?
Well, it's there. When you say what you just said, now I'm just smiling and I'm like, it was the same conversation in that event. I'm talking about that event I went last week.
With Nexim?
No, it wasn't an Nexim event.
Oh.
It was a privately organized event.
Okay. Right.
And the lady that did this event, brilliant lady, right? Kept saying something, and she kept talking about partnerships. Partnerships.
Yeah.
Oh, we're partnering with so people. We're partnering with so people. Look, you cannot. We've come to understand that the way it is in our continent, you cannot do export business alone.
So it can't be me, myself, and I, company limited.
You cannot. You understand? You need mentoring. You need somebody to guide you. You understand? Because there are too many things that you will not understand. People come to call me, Mr. Nia, I want to export so thing. I say, okay, what's the kg? Which country are you looking at? You understand? Because all the trade policies of every country that you're trying to export to all differ. All right? So you cannot wake up now and say, oh, that because you sell locally, you sell poundo yam locally, or you process what they call it locally. No, the conditionalities and the terms for you to be able to get across our borders, they all differ. Whether you want to export by sea, you want to export through air cargo, you want to export through, any of the means, you understand? If you're not careful, you're going to lose your money.
So it's not about having a capacity to produce locally alone. I have my product. I've done everything.
Nah.
You need coaching.
We had a conversation here. I think, we got stuck in traffic when they said, when NAFDAC was saying that our products are being confiscated because of NAFDAC. I said, no, NAFDAC is not the reason. The reason is because there are ways you must, if, for example, you want to put products maybe in an African store in the US, there are conditionalities. There are information that are required. There are things that you need to do. All right. If those things are not there, all right, it will not get into the United States, even if you have NAFDAC here. You get it. So how do you do that? You got to get trained. How do you get trained? You get trained, you sit, and you are also mentored. You are told, go left, go right, you understand? And at the end of the day, you are able to do what you need to do,
Even then, lack of mentorship is also a challenge. Because many people don't want to be mentored. They think they know it. They want to go it alone. And this trade, non-exports, It's not something you can't go it alone. The value chains are enormous. It's enormous. You
Documentation.
You can't go it alone.
There are documents they would ask
You
of you.
can't go it alone.
There are documents they would ask of you. I was talking about AGOA earlier on, right?
Yeah, before we went to the break, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking about AGOA, right? It's an opportunity, all right, for Africa. It's a growth opportunity.
That's African Growth and Opportunities Act.
Yeah.
Of the United States
Of the
government.
United States, yeah.
That allows
So-
Africans send certain items
And
to
not pay
US.
duties.
And not pay
Understand? About 3,000 items, actually. And I remember...
It's just there.
It's just there. Other African countries are taking advantage of it.
But what about here in Nigeria?
So I'd done a lot of inquiries. I did a lot of inquiries. I was asking everybody, all right? Nobody around the government space, policy space, can tell me clearly. In fact, when I get to a certain point, they dodge me. So they dodge me. And I'm like, oh, no. This is an opportunity for our people. America feels that, we want to grow Africa. Because, bringing your products to the United States of America and don't pay duties on these listed products. Our government has not made it possible for our people to be able to benefit from this. Other countries are. Ghana, like you said, they're benefiting from it. All right? You go to other countries, they are taking advantage of it. The lady that organized, because when I asked during that last event, she said that she was in US at some point and she saw a couple of countries, Africans, and she was asking them that, okay, which means this thing is real. She also came back, you understand, and found out that from Nigeria, there are bottlenecks. You cannot take advantage of opportunities that are created for the Nigerian people because of government, because government does not push those things to make it possible for people.
And for as long as you have those bottlenecks, things can't be the way they should be. We can't compete. Because if I have a product here now, and I have to pay so much duty, tax, tariff, and all of that, and I have to pay customs, getting to the ports becomes difficult. There's no way my product will be. I can't compete internationally, and that's what we are going through right now.
So the bottlenecks there you're saying are being put by government.
Yes,
and government agencies.
Who else? At the port, who owns the port?
But the port is there to export now. You can't export without the port. So what are the bottlenecks you're talking about?
Customs, tariff,
duties. All right.
Power. There's every problem. You reeled out all the problems. You reeled them out at the beginning of this program.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, because even when we talk, we must talk about solutions.
So what's the way out?
Good. There are simple ways of doing things. There should be what I call export hubs. All right. You look at government. You look at power distribution, for example.
I told you the EPC.
They're not doing what they're supposed to do. So they are created, then they go moribund. All right? I've been hearing NEPC before I started export. I said not NEPC, export processing zones. NEPSA, yeah. Even before I started going into export, you understand? Now, so you don't know what they do. All right? I told you the other day, there was a time we went to Nexim, like you said earlier on. When we got to Nexim office, I saw that there was electricity. And it was a big compound, somewhere in Ikoyi here. I was telling the lady that was there, I said, you guys have money. The proper thing is to set up hubs where so you power those places up. There are too many alternatives for power as we speak today. There's solar, there's every manner of, there are turbines, there are a lot of those alternatives for power. Can I take my product into those places? Because it's government. Government has the money. Government has the enabling power to make things happen. Create export hubs around the country that people who want to, do their stuff can easily go in.
But NEPSA has 42 free zones spread across the country.
Okay, so tell us about it. Let's hear from you.
42 free zones spread across the country. Some of them public, some of them private, some of them PPP. Over 500 licensed free zone enterprises operating in various zones across the country.
What did they do?
Anyway, the NEPSA page that's supposed to give me a list of the 42 is showing me 404 error. We can't find it. But not dog meat error. 404. Calabar they called 404. But let me just read to you what NEPSA is saying.
Okay.
Just quickly, just to give them some breathing space.
Okay.
They said the free zones are 42 across the country.
Okay.
And more than 500 licensed free zone enterprises, all those FZE. FCE. And you see the number plates now on. So they're looking at, they have free zone categories, special economic zones, export processing zones. You have free trade zones, because export processing zone is different from free trade zone. I think the one here is FTZ.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're all under NEPSA. But it's not just export processing. You have oil and gas zones, like some of them are oil and gas free zones. You have borders or industrial power logistics. So we are looking at export processing zones, right? So they have that. I don't want to go into. I can't look at them right now. I can't find. But like I said, the page is not loading. But the permissible activities in free zones, including construction and light manufacturing, housing, light manufacturing services, solid mineral and metals, oil and gas, agribusiness and agri-allied. So it's what they're saying. I wish I could see the number of export processing zones, but that's what they have. 42 of them.
So imagine you being in your
Free
house,
zones, yeah.
or like you are in this office right now, and you're trying to surf the internet to find this information, and you get to a page that shows you 404. How do you feel? So it tells you nothing is going on. All right. The only thing that makes a person feel comfortable about trying to access anything is for you to go to Google, for example, and make inquiries, which is what you've done. All right. So when you now get to the place and you find out that the door is locked, all right.
Okay. I'm seeing the list of operational zones. I'm seeing 27 here operational.
Okay.
Out of 44.
42. I'm
42.
seeing Calabar Free Trade Zone. All right. You have Kano Free Trade Zone. You have what's this? Oh man, sorry, please give me a second. Sorry, please. Yeah, you have is this Sebore or Shebore Farms Export Processing Zone and Damawa? You have Lagos Free Trade Zone here in Lagos.
Where in Lagos? Let's see.
I don't know why it's the one here on the island though, but you have Lagos Free Trade Zone. Yeah. There's one here. Lekki, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if
yeah.
it's Lekki,
Okay.
but they said Lagos. You have Nearest Airline Services and Logistics Free Zone, Lagos. It's a private one. The Lagos Free Trade Zone is Lagos State Government and private, PPP. You have Alscon Export Processing Zone Akwa Ibom, PPP. It's in there since 2004. You have Snake Island Integrated Free Zone. That one should be also the oil and gas importing and whatever. You have that's in Lagos, yeah, since 2005. You have Ladol. Yeah, Ladol is the one here. Yeah, I think they also operate something in River State. Ladol Free Trade Zone. They've been advertising on online for a long time, but it's not just export. It's been operational since 2006. The adverts are everywhere, begging people to come and set up there. Not begging, but advertising. Let me say before they look for me. You have Lekki Free Trade Zone since 2008. Lagos State Government and PPP. You have Ogun Guangdong. Let's not go into that one. We know what happened now. Free since 2008 PPP. You have Nigerian Aviation Handling Company, NACO Free Trade Zone, Lagos. I'm looking for the export processing zone. Nigeria International Commerce City, Eco Atlantic, Lagos. On paper, maybe 2014.
Those are not non-oil exports.
Yeah. Sir, some of them are export. I think within the free zone you can also, But I think the biggest one I remember or I would like is Calabar. Oh, that's free trade zone now.
Kofi, all these things, you are speaking above the head of some of these people.
Yeah.
SMEs will not come into that space.
If you listen to yourself, what you've been saying? You've been saying, I think.
I'm not saying I think. I'm telling you, I told you I bought a product made and exported from the Calabar export or free trade zone as it's now known. So we need to find out from NEPSA if these free trade zones are also export processing zones.
Let me tell you. Again, that same last week, I attended another event. It was a packaging event.
Mm-hmm.
So, my summary of it, I attended it, and I realized that it was a machinery event. Okay, machinery about how to do this, how to do packaging materials, how to do plastics, and all of that. I did not see one Nigerian company, exhibiting. Not one Nigerian company exhibited there. Indians and people from all of those countries, from Turkey, all right, and all of them. You get it now. So one of the machines, I was asking, packaging material to be able to, I showed them some of our products and said, if we were to do this, you understand, so, this is the product. So, this is good. So if we're to do this with this machine and all of that, because it looks like one of these are machines that I'm seeing the stickers here, the posters, they said that one can do it, you understand? And I'm like, how much is it, you understand? The guy said 250,000 euro.
250,000 euros.
250,000 euros.
You need to be calling me for some of these meetings. I don't know why you're telling me now.
So on my way when I finished the event, on my way towards the car, so I saw maybe there were a couple, you understand, So they were talking about the event. They were walking towards the car park too, you understand. Do you know what they were saying? They were saying that, don't they do that in Nigeria? You understand? That where are they going to get 250, somebody's going to get 250,000 euros, you understand, to be able to buy an equipment. And that's a valid question. I just eavesdropped and heard them when they walked past me. That was the conversation between this couple. All right. Where do Nigerians get 250,000 euro to be able to buy this? Now, government can buy that. Government can. All right. And say, okay, look, let's put it in one of these free trade zones.
Okay.
And call the likes of me to come and design how the operations would happen. So when Mama Titi, that is doing kuli around the corner, feels she wants to export now, she comes. And when she comes, there's a consultant that's going to usher her in. All right? In the US, there is a department called, is it SBU?
SBA.
SBA. Yeah.
Small Business Administration.
SBA. Do you know what they do in SBA? There are people who have been in business for a long time, over the years, in different areas of business. All right? When they retire, the government brings them back into the system. All right? And the government pays them as consultants. So me, as a person, all right, can walk up to them and tell them, I'm doing this business, please advise me. And I do not pay a dime.
I do remember we learned a lot about SBA.
I went there. I'm Nigerian.
Okay.
Right?
You went to SBA.
I went to SBA. All right? They structured consultants for me, you understand? I had to go and show them my cash flow analysis.
To help you.
Come on.
To help you, free of charge.
It was free. Your duty was, they'll just ask you, okay, they give you a calendar, fix a day, you understand? They'll tell you the closest place. Where are you? Oh, you're in Rockland. Okay.
Small Business Administration.
That's what.
Can we have the same thing here?
We do.
You say Smidan.
We have Smidan. laugh into your mic if you want to. We have Smidan.
Listen.
We have Smidan.
Listen.
You were talking about Smidan this morning.
This morning, when I came back from the US, I said, how can we replicate this? I'm a developmental person. How can we replicate this? And I remember I was talking to someone in Smith, and then I can't remember. I went for a function. I saw the man, he finished, and I was like, okay, this is something that happens in the US, you understand? The truth about it is that if I ask you now, in the number of local governments that we have in Lagos State, all right, tell me the local governments that have Smidan desk.
But Nigeria is a federation, so obviously you may want the state governments to take it up from there. But Smidan, I know, holds events. I don't know if they have desks, but I know they hold events all over the country. Like, there's one that's been ongoing. The guy is going, the new guy, the young guy.
It's not events.
Has been going from state to training, empowerment, training.
No.
When I say empowerment, I'm going to give him tricycles.
Are those training free?
Free.
Let me tell you.
They did one in Cross River State recently.
They must. You must decentralize these opportunities.
Oh, they're working on it. Let me show you. Smedan, they went Calabar recently.
Decentralize these opportunities. I don't have to go and attend that training. There are consultants everywhere. You can have consultants in every hub around. You can combine local governments and say, okay, let us have 3 local governments, and there's a hub in between.
Smedan, they've been even begging Nigerian MSMs to come and register.
Show us where they're. If we're not talking about it on this radio, show me the advert that Smidan did for this thing you are saying now.
I don't know about the advert, but they have a registration page. It's smedanregister.ng. Go register your business today with Smedan and get access to government and private sector benefits. Just put your name there, that's all.
Look, they said there's an opportunity that we're going to bring to the people. I was telling Razak, they said there's one money that is out there now. I said, Razak, go and do research on this so that we can bring that opportunity for that funding to our people. I told him. So part of the plan, even not because there's a holiday today now. That letter that was supposed to go to Smidan would have done it today.
See, sir, on the page of Smidan, they said, we are committed to helping Nigerian SMEs grow fast and sustainably, providing them with the right amount of guidance, resources, opportunities, workforce support. That's what we're talking about.
How does it work? Show me how it works.
There's a new guy. There's a new guy there, young guy. He's been in this space of SMEs for some time. I've forgotten his name. We'll get on the program.
I just ask you a question. Show me in that thing you're reading there that how it works. There must be a works.
They have what they call Garment and Textile Cluster Growth Support Scheme. They have agribusiness, development, and empowerment. People are just sitting home waiting for.
No, that's not how it works.
People are sitting at home. Women in self-employment program. one local government, one product. Or maybe they're trying to go
How
back
do
to
you
others
how do
product.
you access it? That's the how.
Go
How?
on. The information is on the website. Go
No,
there.
I'm asking. Show us here now.
No, look at learn more. Okay, let me look at.
That's what I'm saying.
Garment and textile cluster growth support scheme. This is for people in probably
Yeah.
textile or fashion or
So
whatever.
what should I do to access it? That's what I'm saying. What's the how?
Okay, so register. Just go on. You see, there's a registration button here.
Okay.
Fill your name, your email, your
Okay.
phone number, your business name, your CAC number.
Okay.
It's important. You must fill your CAC number.
Good.
Industry years in business register. Boom. They get to you.
Okay, good. So what did they say after that? Once you do that, give that information. Is there information?
Let me see. FAQ. I don't go to FAQ. What are the ask outcomes? It said the participating garment clusters can expect participants improved infrastructure, and they're going to creating clusters for those in the garment business. You know, the application process, they said it takes. They're going to give them funds. The duration of the application process and the timeline for disbursing funds may vary depending on evaluation procedures, availability of funds. Availability of funds and processes involved. Now, as the money is there to give everybody, SBA does not give you money now, but they guide you.
Yeah, guidance is more important actually.
So I'm saying Smedan's information is online. People can access it.
So
we work on bringing Smedan guys.
Yeah, so that's commendable. All right. If they're doing what we're saying is that you cannot work alone. All right. That's what we're saying. Smedan cannot sit down now and say, "Oh, we're doing it all by ourselves." It doesn't work that way. There are stakeholders. There are people like us who are in the business. There are people like us that understand business consulting. Let's help you make your life easier. Look, we talked about an opportunity from the office of the vice president maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah,
that there's a grant. Until we realized that they've shut it down and they said they were going to bring it up again this month. I think
there's one of the banks is also doing something with for SMEs.
Everybody's doing whatever.
But they have what they call Smedan Select Program, SSP. I think that's the general one, which is meant to empower MSMEs in Nigeria, providing support through capacity building, which you talked about, market access, you talked about, networking, which you talked about, funding, resources, and all that. The funding is what people look for, but that's not what's important. All people need to just go on the website, pick any program.
I can tell you for free. Let me tell you what Smedan needs to do.
Yeah.
It's not just, look, you must tell the people what you are doing. That's why we run adverts. The reason why there's radio here is that this show, for example, has Smedan come to us and say, look, we know that your program is targeted at small businesses. Let us run an advert for so long. Because people are listening. People are looking for opportunities. They will tell you that they're doing things, but they are the only ones that are doing the things they're doing. And they're the only ones that know what they are doing. If you're saying you're doing something that is people-focused, how are you doing things for people, the people out there, yet you're not talking to them about the opportunities?
I want to read something from Smedan. So we recently led a group, 17 hours ago. We recently led a group of SMEs through the Customs NG to address, the government agencies took them there, to address challenges they face in cross-border trade. As we intensify efforts to increase the market acceptance of our SME products within Africa and beyond, we're allocating more resources to support these businesses. So they took these SMEs and went to see the CG of Customs. Say, CO, these are SMEs. They say they are having difficulties. SMEs, this is your guy. Yeah, talk.
What does it take to qualify to be taken to the CG?
Ring. Oh, no, I don't know. That's just a start. We have to go, gentlemen.
You get it. I want structures.
So we'll get Smedan DG. We get you.
We need structures.
We'll sit down, on this program, or we'll start with the morning crossfire and continue on the program.
Absolutely.
One of these Mondays.
Absolutely.
But gentlemen, we have to do a lot, to ensure that we make what you're saying is true. We need an enabling environment. We need ease of doing business in Nigeria for those who are in the processing sector to be able to do it successfully and profitably. There are a lot of bottlenecks, like you said. If it were no bottlenecks, they won't take these SMEs to go and see the Customs CG. If something is wrong, that's why they went there. So that's what you're talking about, which is the truth. Nia Deshu, thank you very much. Raza Kalagbe, thank you. The WhatsApp number, if you want to be a part of what's going on, because they have a store online right now, and of course you want to get on that train. It's a moving train, It's a moving train to NUS.
Bring your products.
Yes.
Let's put them online and sell in the USA.
And ideas as well.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
WhatsApp, the number 0912-171-2885. 0912-171-2885. Do you have anybody from fashion industry in your team yet?
Yeah, sure. Fashion things for beauty and care, things for modern children.
Clothes?
Oh, clothing, fashion, yeah. What do you call it? I plan to go to Aba, actually.
All right. We got to go.
Yeah,
we got to go.
That's it, yeah.
All right. Many thanks for your time. That's the Fintex Shop. Next, we have commercial break. And then, of course, WhatsApp Lagos. My name is Kofi Bartels. Good morning.
Easy to spread.
to spread, and good for the family.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.